So I'm shaving down a matted dog. The first thing I'm doing is pull up his skin to make sure before you shave down, the skin is stretched. And then you're slowly moving downwards. Try to see if we can cut through the mat. Make sure your hand is moving with your clipper. That way you can fully stretch the skin all the way. And then when you find a mat, for example, like this, you don't want to force. If the mat caught with the blade, you don't want to force it to shave it. You want to go around. You can pull up the skin a little to see. Like here, there's a pretty tight mat. Here, you don't want to just force it. Actually, it's going through. Even though I already used the high velocity dryer to blow it out, but it's still pretty tight to the skin. So make sure you have a fully control. When you're shaving a matted dog, you want to move as slow as you can, because shorter blade, like 5 or 7, it's really easy to nip a dog. Make sure. In this case, I'm not, for example, the mat is cutting the blade. I'm not using full speed to push it to get through the mats. I'm working around it.
Okay, so like Tina mentioned, whenever you go across any mat or come across any mat, do not force the clippers through, especially in the sensitive areas. Just readjust and go around the mats. You never know. If you try to push through those mats, there's a huge chance that you're going to cut the dog that you're grooming. When you have situations like this one, don't try to save the dog, especially if it's the first time or if they just got rescued. It's always best to reset the coat, take him short, and then try to get a nice round face. And if you could keep the tail a little bit longer, if it's possible, then try to save that and the face. But remember, when you get into sensitive areas like the ears, behind the ears, the armpits, the tuck-up area, or even like in the neck area, in the front part, usually there's a lot of folds there. Be very, very careful in those areas too. It's really easy to cut a dog through there, especially if you're using a 5-blade or a 7-blade. 7 blades, in my opinion, are the most dangerous ones. If you can, I would recommend you either doing a length of 4 or higher, or if you have to go shorter than that, I'd probably use a 5 depending on the severity, or a 10. Also remember, in this case, she was able to bathe the dog, and with the force dryer, she was able to push the mats open wide enough to be able to pass a number 4 through the whole dog. If she would have pre-shaved this dog, she wouldn't have been able to do that. So by washing the dog really well, using conditioner, putting a lot of conditioner around this coat, and then rinsing it off and pushing with a high velocity dryer, getting closer to the skin, it was able to stretch the hair up a little bit, enough for us to be able to pass number 4, which is a 3/8, which is a lot safer. All right, guys, I hope this video helps you guys out. And as we get more dogs like this, we'll be posting them up. Take care.